That's what I would think. Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see it from where you are?
No, I don't have. I don't have. I don't have CNN there.
Yeah, so they're showing, what they call the bougainvillea, plant, and they're showing Portsmouth on the heavy wind. Must have been a medical student. Trees bending. From Picard, no, this is Roseau. No, it's changed from Picard to Roseau. So CNN is getting film from Roseau. And now it's switched back to Picard now. I can see the coverage there. We wish you the best. Thank you so much. We'll check back. Best of luck. Yes.
Mm.
We got much more on this monster storm coming up here on CNN tonight.
Yeah, this is, and then it's moving towards a population center and the British Virgin Islands as well. So it's more chaos, more chaos. Who would have thought that you would have two major Category 5 storms within the space of just a couple of days? Simply incredible.
I want to get your reaction to this breaking news that the government wiretapped the former Trump candidate.
Simply.
One second. I'm just checking here.
We are talking to Gabriel Christian, of course, who is following situation out of Dominica. A very bad situation, obviously. The island been pummeled by Hurricane Maria, and we are potentially facing quite a catastrophic activity there on the island, with the eye of the storm passing directly over the island, entering just around the Grand Bay, actually just over the Grand Bay area there, um, right over the island, and is one of those things that we are just really, really concerned, about the destructiveness of the storm and what kind of impact it would have had upon the country. We will not know for sure until sometime tomorrow or later. Actually tomorrow, because it's just about 9 past the hour of 11 o'clock on a Monday night in Dominica. And we will not know until daylight breaks over the island just the extent of this damage. I would expect the storm is still lingering there on the island, probably for another hour or so, before it clears out completely and makes its way across the Caribbean Sea, further on to the British Virgin Islands and to Puerto Rico. That will happen by Wednesday. We should expect the storm to be over Puerto Rico. This is one that we need to keep a close eye on. It's still a very dangerous Category 5 hurricane. Was always expected to intensify. No one really expected it to intensify to Category 5 before it got to Dominica, but that's exactly what happened. Intensified to the point where it actually entered Dominica as a Category 5 dangerous hurricane. And now we are beginning to add up the cost of the destruction and the damage and everything that was done in this week, and we will not
Right on cue. Cue soul to soul gospel.
know until tomorrow the full extent of that damage. And it's one of those things we'll have to have a discussion about. We rebuild our country. Where are the resources going to come from? How are we going to rebuild? Are we going to build hurricane resilient structures? A lot of questions that needs to be answered in the wake of the storm, Hurricane Maria. I've been on the east for quite a while now. Traveled for over 30 hours. Got to South Sudan on Sunday. Actually, got to South Sudan on Sunday morning at about 9 o'clock, and I did my radio program from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and as soon as the radio program was finished, I stayed up all night, basically, with Matt on cue, talking about the storm, giving the coordinates, giving information. Went to work this morning, came back from work, fell right into this thing again, and here I am. Here I am. So for 2 full days, not a wink of sleep, but I'm expecting that that's when I come to an end tonight, because I'm going to take a break at some point, after I've had a chance to make some assessment on the ground and to speak to some people in Dominica. We'll take a break, we'll get some rest, and we'll be back in the morning to report to you on the situation in Dominica, because we need to know exactly what has happened. We need to know exactly, the extent of the damage that's been wrought on this country, and we need to begin the important conversation of rebuilding. And that
Yes,
is what we
indeed, and
have
I
to be
think
talking
it's
about.
imperative that Dr. Fontaine, I just want to again compliment you for your meritorious service that you've been rendering to Dominica for a very, very long time as the architect, the mastermind behind the Dominica.net, as one of the founders of the whole diaspora development process, symposium movement, the academy, and all these other things that you did to help build the country. I think you have to work all of us together under the wise leadership you and others have shown to ask for a national conference. The only way you can reasonably, wisely, and with any sort of intelligence address the issues of global warming and building resilience is by bringing all our minds together. None of us have the magic to do, but together as a team, we can marshal our forces, and that's what we will be asking be done. We are saying that this is a time when we have to humble ourselves in service and put ourselves in service of the nation and of the people of Dominica and our Caribbean region that's now on a heavy attack by the forces of nature, where we have, we know we have some people, the President of the United States has, without any wisdom, I must say it, pulled out of the Paris Accord. I'm hoping now he'll reconsider, and we're looking to work with the U.S. government and friendly countries and the people of the United States to help rebuild Dominica, as well as the United States, which also suffered, and which we've been also making donations to, because don't forget, there was a disaster in Florida, and before that in Houston. And we have Dominicans in both places, as well as our friends and allies in the U.S. communities that we are part and parcel of, and we don't forget them at this point in time. We're all in the same boat.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, Gabe, thank you so much, for this and for sharing this with us. And of course, those who are listening and are in the Washington area, this meeting taking place tomorrow, rebuilddominica.org, taking
Virtual
place.
assembly, church in Camp Springs, Pastor St. Clair Mitchell presiding, 7 p.m. If there's any changes, they can monitor Facebook. There's a Rebuild Dominica site on Facebook, and of course the website itself. We'll be using that to communicate to the community. And we have to find a way for you to work with us to put a link to TV and radio, because as of now, I would say TV and radio is the official voice of Rebuild Dominica.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All
Sure, find
right.
a way to do the link, okay?
Yes,
God bless you,
indeed. Yes, we
Thompson.
will, Gabe. Thank you so much.
So much. Bye-bye. Love
All
you
right.
all.
Yeah,
And,
take care.
Thompson, I think it'd be good for us to say the Lord's Prayer. Let's say the Lord's Prayer. Let's
Okay.
say the Lord's Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Our Father, who art
What
in
in
heaven,
heaven, hallowed
hallowed
be
be thy
thy
name.
name, thy kingdom
Thy
come.
kingdom come.
Thy
Thy will
will
be
be
done
done on earth as it is in
as
heaven.
heaven. Give
Give
us
us
this
this day
day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and
and forgive
forgive us
us
our debts,
our trespasses,
as
as we
we
forgive
forgive those
those
who trespass
who
against
trespass
us.
against us.
And lead us
And lead
not
us not
into
into
temptation,
temptation,
but deliver
but
us
deliver us
from
from all
evil.
evil.
Amen.
Thine is the kingdom, the
Power
power,
and
and
the
the glory are
glory
yours, now and
forever and
forevermore.
ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Father, I want to thank you for the life of your servant, Thompson Fontaine, who with TN Radio has been there to provide guidance, and that we at least call on you, Heavenly Father, for our beautiful island, the nature island of the Caribbean. And as we and I've been in the trenches for a long time, I remember Thompson when he was the smallest guy in sixth form, and he was crossing in front of the grammar school staff room, and someone said, "See that guy? He's in sixth form. He's the smallest guy, but he's He's very smart." And that's my first memory of you, Thompson. You had a
Wow.
knapsack on you're crossing in front of the staff room in the night.
And the haversack was probably bigger than I was, right?
That was big as you. And they said, see that guy? He's the smallest person in the system, but he's very smart. And you're going back. So at this point in time, Thompson, as we sign off, I would like to say, let's sing our national anthem so we can imbue our people at home and abroad with the spirit, the indomitable spirit of defiance against the odds, with which, with faith in God, we will be overcome. So So the national anthem by W.M. Pond, music by L.M. Christian, Isle of Beauty. After three. 1, 2, 3.
I love beauty, I love splendor, I do also sweet and fair. Almost surely gaze in wonder, and that gift so rich and rare. All rivers, valleys, hills and mountains, all these gifts we do extol, and fill up so like a fountain, giving cheers God warms the soul. All right, God bless you, bro. Thank you so much. And yes, thank you.
Keep the faith. God bless
Yes,
you. Abide
indeed.
with me. We reconvene in the morning. I'll be, up and by God's grace doing as you and all the other patriots who love Dominica. Bye-bye.
Wonderful. All right, take care. Bye bye. All right, you listening to a discussion there from Gabriel Christian. What I will do, I'll take a break, and when I come back, we will wrap up because I need to get some sleep. All right, so we're gonna do this, and it is already, my goodness me, it's already 18 past the hour of 6 o'clock where I am in the morning, but I need to sleep, so I'm going to be doing that. All right, let's take Dr. Finn. Dr. Finn, good evening to you. You're live on the big station and on TDN Radio.
Yeah, well, I've been monitoring this thing, Thompson, and this is serious stuff. In fact, I just looked at the Weather Channel here, and I think when the hurricane made landfall, was it 165 miles?
Yeah, that's the eye wall. Yeah, 165 mile per hour sustained winds.
Yeah. So which means that the line. Sorry, Christian sent something to me today that the path of when it made landfall would be just a little under Marigot, going diagonally across to like just above Portsmouth. I don't know if it's
No, it made landfall right around Roseau, actually, right around Roseau area. So practically all of Dominica was covered. I'm sorry, not Roseau, Granby. I keep saying Roseau, but it's Granby.
right.
Yeah, right around there, and all of the island was covered.
So, which means that in the morning, I think it was about 135 miles per hour. So it picked up speed, and it just that velocity just changed directions, right?
Yeah, well, that is what surprised everybody. I mean, at 8 o'clock this morning, it was 110 miles per hour at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
12 hours later, it was a monster, 165 miles per hour.
Wow.
So it strengthened rapidly, and it would have had gusts of at least 185, 190 miles per hour as well.
So, which means that so by the time that angry hurricane hit the impact on Dominica, I think my biggest fear here. I've been trying to reach Lapley, and I guess I called Laplin's one at 8 o'clock. I reached my sister Sarah, and I was like, hey, they just had wind and rain, right, in the east, right?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, with that kind of devastation, everything is down. What I'm concerned about here, Thompson, is the possibility, and God forbid, that you're gonna have mudslide in the interior, similar to what you have in Pidi Savan.
Well, you will, because even as we speak now, the rain continues. We should have rain for at least another 2 to 3 hours, if not 4. So we will have mudslides. I'm concerned that the people who went back to Petit Savan, in fact, left before that storm.
Well, if you look at low-lying communities like in the north, like Thibault, Paybush, and even mountain villages like Vikas, and Penville, those, at the base of the mountain there of Mount Diablotin,
Mm-hmm.
those I would like to, I would suppose in the morning, the government will have at least an aerial view of helicopter view of the destruction to give us an assessment of exactly how this thing, the path of destruction and what happened. I would hope so, but I would think, I still feel villages and valleys are at risk, especially on the side of mountains.
Right,
I think
right.
so. But even in your home village of Landfall, Landfall, it could if did the east get the brunt of this as well?
Yes, the east will have gotten the blast, and of course, if you're elevated, you get as much as 30. The wind strength is as much as 30, not stronger. So if it comes in at 160, those are on the mountains of Girondel, Egliston, especially they would have felt as 190 mile per hour winds.
So with the loss of vegetation, with the loss of trees and stuff to keep the ground intact, I think this is what's going to happen. I was just actually, there was a weather guy from the Weather Channel here. He was just while you and Gabriel were talking, he was just talking about the ferocity of hurricanes and what happened. He said something very interesting. I don't know how you feel about this. And he said any leader who denies climate change today is really an insult to so many people that are in the path of, that have been on countries and islands and communities that have been devastated by hurricanes. I mean, I think right now this thing is science, and all the research, all the science point towards climate change. But Gabe was making an interesting point earlier, and I think I discussed that some time ago with Sheridan, that the need for civil defense. I mean, this is something people and I have talked about on some, long time, but there has to have another conversation in Dominica based on nationalism, no matter what political side one finds oneself. And I think in times like this, obviously we saw the tropical storm Erica, where everybody is up in arms, everybody is hurting, and then as soon as the storm clears and everything, and everybody back to their old politics again, right?
Right.
And then we're back to square one again. But something has to give, though. I mean, because it cannot be that old story again. We really have to learn to work across those lines for the interest of Dominica, because we're all going to perish, huh? I mean, obviously, I'm in Washington. You're in Juba right now, right?
Yeah.
And Gabe was just outside of Washington, and you could say we are safe, but are we? We are really safe, because, I mean, I'm worried about folks in Castro, I'm worried about folks in Lapland, I'm worried about folks in Kingsville, up and down, the island, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, we are safe, but what does that mean, right? What does that mean? So, I don't know. I hope we can get real leadership on this at the highest level, but I don't know. I'm not that optimistic. Just policy issues, okay? If you don't want to, you can have your disagreements on politics, but on the policy issues to push the island forward. Because get what? This storm